Hola gente, what's up my badass angels? Welcome to another Treatment Tuesday where we test out new hair care for the very first time on camera, and then we decide together what works and what doesn't. Today is the turn of Kerastase, pardon my French in advance please, Elixir Ultime, le masque, huile sacrée de marula. I suppose. The packaging looks like a gold brick, and you guys know how I feel about gold. Described as a sublimating oil-infused hair mask for dull hair, so oil is the keyword, and it promises 4 things. Listen to this: softer, healthier, incredibly radiant hair, and also freeze control. I love all those 4 things. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? I do have to wonder though, is it actually worth the very high price point, considering that we have other alternatives that are way cheaper? And off the top of my head, I can think of the L'Oreal Mythic Oil hair mask, or even drugstore ones that perform really well. So what's so special about this one? Before we begin with the application, if you like hanging out with me, please subscribe and stay in touch. And remember that as soon as we hit 50,000, we're going to celebrate with a huge Olaplex giveaway that's coming straight out of my pocket. You can also follow me on all social media. I am at Heidi Gutenberg. As always, this video is not sponsored. If you want to help me out, you can do so by liking and commenting down below using the affiliate links that are in the description box of any of my videos. And last but not least, check out my new merch collection that's called, of course, Badass Angels, and there's another collection that's called Ciao Bella. But I know what you guys are here for, so let's get started.
Between concrete walls, there's a place for us. I wanna go, do you wanna follow? There's something
Ooh. If you see black or gold, just run for your wallet because they're coming for it. Ultimately, what's important is what is inside and if this is actually a product that is effective. All right, let's see how this smells, because many of us really do care if a gold rose could smell like something. It would probably smell like this. So of course my hair is already shampooed, and for that I used actually a drugstore product. That is the Pantene Micellar Water something something. It's going to be listed in the description box. So in here you get not that much product, just 200 mils or 6.8 fluid ounces. What Kerastase advises is that we apply their hair masks on slightly damp, not soaking wet, not almost air dried hair. So as always, 2 fingers away from the roots and all the way till the ends, and going strand by strand. Alright, enough dancing. Ooh, what strikes me the most is that it promises 96 hours of freeze control in 80% humidity, up to 48 hours of a fragrance halo. And it also promises to help detangling. So we're going to see that in just a few minutes. Let's set the timer to 5 minutes, which is the recommended exposure time for this product. And in the meantime, what I'm gonna do is of course try to research a little bit about this marula oil, which is supposedly the luxurious oil that justifies the price point. So on their website it says that what makes marula oil so special is that it contains vitamins C and D and omega-9. I always tell you guys that the front of a packaging is the marketing area where everything is allowed, or almost everything is allowed, and you usually have one highlighted ingredient, and then at the back you usually get the ingredients, which is not the case here, but we're gonna check. Hopefully there's a full ingredients list on their site. So the first thing I see is glycerin, quite at the top of the list, 3rd place. So it should be in pretty high concentrations. And then kind of on the middle or final section, it says here it has all those different oils. So based on what we have here, it appears to be a silicone-free product. At least from what they're disclosing here. All right, 5 minutes have gone by. Let's go ahead and rinse this off thoroughly, and then I'm gonna be right back. All right, so I'm back. I do have a few things to comment. It did quite a good job detangling. I'm not wowed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I can slide my fingers through my hair, so it definitely did a good job with that. It's not the thickest, richest mask I've tried, and in general, those are the hair masks that I end up loving the most, especially when it comes to oil infused masks. So I'm not really sure, like right now my expectations are a little bit low about the final results, but on the good side, if you don't like hair masks that are very thick or rich, because those tend to be a little bit harder to rinse out. So maybe if you are the type of person who, you know, is very practical and it's always in a hurry, but you will like this one instead. Don't feel right now like I'm very, very impressed. So of course, those are preliminary thoughts. I don't want to jump the gun. It has happened to me before on other videos of this same series that I end up thinking something completely different at the end.
Okay, all right.
About this hair mask. What was the price again? I'm not gonna lie, it's a very nice result. That said, you guys know that I strongly, very strongly believe that honesty is always the best policy. So even though the mask did make my hair feel softer, it did add some shine, did a good job with frizz control and all the flyaways that I typically have. So let me put it like this. This hair mask kind of checks all the boxes for each of the benefits it promises. But with all those things in mind, I'm definitely not $62 impressed with this hair mask. It's a good mask, it's a decent hair mask, and I believe it is the first Kerastase mask that I've tested out that does not contain silicones. I've gotten a lot better results with the Kerastase Chronologiste, but then again, that one had silicones, so you know, it's a matter of weighing things. So in a nutshell, I feel that it is a very good, solid, silicone-free, apparently, hair mask, but it did not do a $62 job, if you ask me. I definitely will not be repurchasing it. I feel that there's other alternatives for the same price or even lower that will actually do a much better job, many of which we have already tested out here on Treatment Tuesdays. And that is a wrap for today, my badass angels. I hope this video helped you make the right purchase decision for you and you alone. Don't let anyone tell you what you need or what you must buy. Stay brave. Living is believing, and I will talk to you all again on my next one. Do you wanna follow? Click here.